Welcome to all. So let's start this Python class. So before start a Python class, we need to understand the fundamentals. That is a mandatory. So what is a programming? So let's take example. Suppose you have a phone and you are checking the time in your mobiles. Okay, you are checking the time in your mobile. Let's say it's your mobile is your mobile device, and here. Suppose right now you are texting some messages here messages, or let's say your comment on your friend's post. Okay, a friend's post and your comment here. So how it's doing, actually how it happened? So actually your mobile is programmed by the programmer, and the programming language written in might be any language. Okay, that was the reason you are able to do these things. Okay, so if I say in a definition, so programming is the process of converting your data idea into instruction that computer can understand and execute. These instructions are specific and sequential. So let's take example. Suppose if you want to make a tea, you need to follow the process. Okay, to make a tea, let's understand as a layman. Okay, you want to make a tea. What you will do? What is the first instruction? So you need a water, some requirements, right? And you need to, okay, and you need to follow all the sugar, milk. Okay, so these are the some requirements, and you need to follow all these ingredients in a sequence. Okay, so after that you will make a cup of tea, right? So same as example as here in a programming, we need to follow the set of instructions and a specific sequence. Okay, so in programming we have a bug. So what does mean by a bug? Something unexpected happen in a programming. A bug is when something's unexpected happens, and bug, I'm talking about a bug. So bug means something unexpected happens. Okay, that comes in a bug. And I hope you heard about that, a crash. So in crash, stop early or freeze, whereas a crash is when your program stop early or freeze. Stop early or freezes. Okay, so if I say in another way, what is a programming? So programming is how we communicate with a digital words. It is characterized by a having instruction that are specific and sequential. So that known as a programming. So now we understand what does mean by programming. Okay, so how many types of programming is available in a right now? There are two types of programming. There are two types of programming. One is high level programming. High level programming language. High level language programming language. Second is low level language. Low level programming language. So what is a high level language? The language that is influenced by a natural language. Okay, and we follow some we can follow some symbols. We can use the symbols there, and all these things we and all model by a real world scenarios, or in another way I can say just modern procedure oriented programming language are known as high level language. Okay, so let me know the examples. I will let you know the examples of a high level programming language. First, let's understand low level low level programming language. So low level programming language considered as a low because it goes to machine level and can determine how hardware elements of the computer actually interact. These low level languages needs a wide knowledge of the hardware components and their configuration. So in if we talk about examples, Python is a high level language. Okay, Python, your Java, your Ruby, C++ or C. And examples, this is example of high level language and low level language examples. Your it is nearly close to your machine code. So the example assembly machine level language, machine level language, okay, and assembly level language, assembly level language. So low level language is more, it is more near to your hardware. Okay, it is more near to your hardware, and it is more near your machine code. Your machine code is written in a binary format, that is a 0 and 1. To write a program in a low level programming is very complex. And high level language, if I say as a layman language also, so those languages are influenced by English syntax, English. Okay, natural language, I said natural English. So if you can see, you can pick up any language, there you are using English related or natural language, I said. So it is related to that words, or why might we are using some special symbols as well also. Okay, so that is high level languages. So now we learned here, one step we learned here. So we don't need to remember the definition, just we need to understand what is a Python. So Python is a high level programming language. Programming language. We learned one definition here. Okay, so Python is a high level programming language. So what is a programming language actually? When you want to provide instruction to a computer, you use what's called programming language. So programming language is made of own syntax. It is made of own syntax or rules and semantics or meaning. So it is the same in let's forget about we learn about a programming language. Let's discuss about our normal languages like we know Hindi, English, Telugu, Tamil. So every language having their own syntax, their own rules or semantics or meanings. Correct. So same as like here in a our programming languages also. If we compare with the okay, so now we are discussing about a programming language. So let's understand the programming language. Programming language. So what is a programming language? We are now learning here. First, we learned what is a programming. So we learned programming is the process of converting data, converting your ideas into instruction that computer can understand and execute. These instructions are specific or sequential. Now, we are learning about a programming language. So when you want to provide instruction to a computer, you use what's called programming language. So every programming language having their syntax, own syntax, own syntax, rules, semantic or meaning. So here I have given example as a layman. If we're discussing about our normal languages, which we are using to communicate to each other, like English, Hindi, Telugu, Tamil, any languages. So we have also their own syntax, rules, semantic or meanings. So same as like in programming languages as well also, we have their own syntax. Meanings are same. If I ask in how are you in English, and if I say convert in a Hindi, kaise ho aap? So the meaning is same, but the writing way is a different here. So same as like in a programming language, we have the same things. So let's understand, let's take some examples, and we'll discuss about these things as well also. So now, I hope some people are aware about a C++. If I need to print a hello in a C, so what I need to do? I need to use a curly braces. This is a part of a syntax. I need to make a STD, and I need to write here hello. Okay, so hello all. Okay, I'm writing here. Okay, and I need to end with a semicolon. Okay, so it is a syntax, so that I need to make, and I need to make a return zero. So like that, I need to write a program in a C++. So let's example, if I want to write a same things, hello all. So I want to print only hello all. I don't want to print more, just hello all. So if suppose if I want to print same things in other language, let's take a Java script. So in JavaScript, we need to use a document dot write, and here I will wrote hello all. Okay, let's say, and end with a semicolon here. So now, how is it easy? The meaning is same here. Same I said is the normal language. If I'm writing something, if I say how are you, if I translate in a Telugu, I think there is a different. I have not remember right now, and in Hindi, but the meaning is same actually at the end of the if we say, right. So here document dot write hello all. So how it's easier in JavaScript, and it's a little bit complicated. These are the rules we need to follow it, like a curly braces, start and ending, semicolon, return. It is a must be in JavaScript. Okay, so now let's discuss about in a Python. So in Python, how if I need to do same things with a Python. So Python, why we are learning a Python? Python is a more easy. So here it is mostly it is, if I say, it is relevant with the English actually. Mostly syntax is relevant with the English language. So let's say simple print and hello all. That's all. Nothing I need to do. There is no semicolon. Here I need to use a semicolon. I need to use a return. I need to use this one. Okay, and I need to follow this syntax like that and semicolon to print. So C++ here it is make more complicated. In JavaScript, approx same bin position here I can say not here, but you can see it's more easier. And so why we are Python, why we are here to learn a Python here? The reason is why we are here. Actually, Python is a general purpose language, and it's very user friendly. And mostly the language syntax is influenced by English only. So here simple meaning print, how it is wrote here, document.write. So that was a reason here. It is more, and having a rich library. If you want to learn later, you want to plan your rich libraries. I can say rich libraries. So why we are using these libraries? So suppose if you want to learn your machine language, your machine learning and your deep learning. So there here we can use very easily in a data science. I'm talking about in a data science. So in compared to in other languages, if we compare, so having a more rich, so mostly if suppose if you want to do a data analysis, BAP scrapping, or we can do a framework using a Python. So right now Python is the most popular language, and it comes top 5 languages. So, and it's more easy to hear. So now you have seen here less simple. And suppose if I want to calculate a mathematically, so I need to use the operators here. So for example, uh, here I have mentioned a is equal to 5 and b is equal to 10. So if I need to do a sum, so it is very easy here in other languages here. So just suppose you declared a one variable and just do a plus b. Nothing is there and you will get your desired result. So let's say the result is a 15 here. I don't need to do any double braces and semicolon or nothing, just very simple way. So what is a variable? We will come on this point as well also of coming few minutes. Okay, so just as a layman understanding, what is a variable? Let's say, I can say you have a jar, okay? Let's say, and you have put some sugar here, okay? Sugar here, and you have given a some name to jar, okay? Let's say you have given a name of jar sugar and you put the sugar content sugar here. This is a sugar here. So sugar you given a name, okay? We have, because it is a jar, first it is jar you have. Let's take a next jar and here you put some water and you have given a name W for example and put a some water here, water, yeah. So same as like here. So A is a jar, okay, and you put some values here like a water, like a sugar or something, okay? So same as like example. It never doesn't means as your mathematical algebra a is equal to 5, never. So it is a rules to assign a value using a assignment operators. We called a is equal to assignment operators. Don't worry, we will discuss in coming lecture later, but as a layman, just I'm giving example here. So how is it easy to in a Python? Okay, so now